Someday, in the not-so-distant future, it happens. The moment you realize you're ready for anything. Get a degree in emergency management from Jacksonville State University and be ready for where you're going.
This is your Weather Xtreme video for Saturday, March the 8th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks for tuning in. Had a great crowd at the Storm Alert Extreme the other night, Wednesday evening at the Pelham Civic Complex. Thanks to everyone for coming out and learning more about severe weather. And don't forget to set your clocks ahead tonight so that you'll be on time on Sunday as we begin daylight savings time. Skycam from Trussville this morning, and there's a beautiful sunrise. We've got some high cirrus clouds passing through the sky, and those high cirrus clouds making for a beautiful sunrise up at Decatur as we look out over the very placid Tennessee River Valley. Front is expected to move into the area on Sunday and Monday, but it looks like the front will be somewhat dry with meager amounts of moisture. We're dealing with a trough off to our west. That trough is going to more or less split as we see a bit of a cutoff or a bit of a piece of it stay back over Mexico. The temperatures this morning, not too bad. We did see 32 degrees at Nakalula Falls up in the vicinity of Gadsden this morning from one of our Skywatcher reports, but otherwise, temperatures not too bad, and it looks like we'll see a couple of mild days. The temperatures across central Alabama generally in the 30s for the most part, but we should warm up to near 70 today, with most spots getting at least into the upper 60s. Rainfall over the next 5 days expected to be both to our north and to our south. The south area with a bit of a low-pressure system moving along the Gulf Coast, and then to the north front that will be coming into the area. Storm Prediction Center is not outlooking any organized severe thunderstorms. That's one good advantage to the cooler weather. All right, the 06Z GFS model run this morning. Surface high pressure today should bring a great day to the southeastern United States. On Sunday, we see that a little bit of a trough is moving through as some of that energy digs into Mexico, northern Mexico there, but part of the trough will cut off, and that means that probably we'll see a possibility of showers, but they'll be fairly widely spaced and pretty scattered, so I don't think we're going to see any kind of big rain day tomorrow, and temperatures probably just a little bit cooler with the advent of some clouds. By Monday, we do begin to see the development of a low-pressure system in the northwestern Gulf in response to that piece of energy that's hanging back over Mexico, over northern Mexico, that will be coming out for Tuesday and Wednesday. And right now, model sounding suggests that the atmosphere is going to be fairly dry, so it looks like Tuesday should be a fairly dry day for us. There's Tuesday and the trough coming out, or the closed low coming out across the southeast Texas coast. And once again, that keeps much of the moisture to our south during the day Tuesday. But I think as that trough moves across the area, we also begin to see a bit of a phase up with the trough to our north. And I think there's a possibility that during the early morning hours Wednesday, we'll see some rain, and that rain continuing into the very early afternoon, but probably improving fairly quickly by afternoon. Thursday, we certainly cool off as we see the trough move off the east coast of the United States, but we've got a number of these troughs in a continuing series of them, so we should dry out with high pressure settling in at the surface on Thursday, but also cool down somewhat, so that Thursday morning is going to be a relatively cool one. We see another trough on Friday moving across the Mississippi River, but once again, this one also somewhat moisture-starved as the Gulf begins to open up on Friday, and then that trough deepens as it comes into the Ohio River Valley, and that should then bring us some chance for showers either very late Friday or into Saturday. Right now I'm suggesting probably Saturday, so we may have a showery situation for next Saturday. Looking out just a little further into Voodoo Country, we do see the trough over the eastern half of the country sharpen up on Monday, and that would signal another shot of potentially freezing weather. But the pattern stays pretty active as we see on Thursday the 20th. We see one trough over Missouri and then another trough over or along the west coast of the United States. And then when we get down to The 23rd, we see this continuation of this kind of double-barreled situation. So no rest in the weather office, and each of these systems bringing some potential for possibly severe weather. But we won't know the details of that until we get to the mesoscale features, but certainly something we can watch in the overall general pattern. Well, that'll do it for the Weather Xtreme video for today. Reminder again, don't forget, we spring forward tonight, so that means be sure to set your clocks ahead 1 hour as daylight savings time begins for 2014. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks for tuning in. I'll have the next one first thing on Sunday morning. In the meantime, enjoy the day and Godspeed.
Thank you for trusting us to be your #1 source for news
in all of Central Alabama.
in back-to-back ratings periods.
More people watched ABC 3340
than any other station in Birmingham.